How you process credit cards will change after you switch to chip-in card or EMV processing. You will ring up your sales as always, although the Ingenico payment terminal will work as a customer display showing the purchases. You'll enter your items as normal. As each item is entered on the ticket entry screen, it is displayed on the payment terminal. After pressing complete, you will see the payment screen. The customer on the payment terminal will also see any discounts, taxes, and total. CounterPoint will now begin the process of accepting the credit card. The clerk screen reminds them to ask the customer to follow the prompts on the payment terminal. The payment terminal informs the customer they can insert, swipe, or tap the credit card. If the customer's card has a chip, they must insert the card. If you swipe the card, it will be rejected. Later, I'll show what that looks like. The customer will now be asked to accept the amount. At this point, the payment terminal informs the customer to remove the card and it has been approved. Lastly, the customer is informed to sign. You must use the pen included with the Ingenico. The sale is now complete and you're ready for the next customer. A common occurrence will be the customer swipes the card when their card has a chip on it. This is automatically detected and the customer will see this message on the payment terminal. This informs them they must insert the card. After inserting the card, it will proceed as before. Another issue that can arise is the chip can't be read. In that case, the customer will be asked to remove the card. Then the customer will be asked to swipe or tap. Notice it no longer says insert. After swiping the card, it will proceed as before and complete the transaction. The next example is a customer who has a swipe-only card. After pressing complete, the customer swipes the card. The customer will then be asked if it's a credit or debit. If the customer picks credit, the payment terminal will connect with the processor and authorize the card. If the customer picks debit, the credit card payment terminal will then ask for the PIN, which the customer must enter. After entering the PIN, the payment terminal will then complete the sale. If the customer has a debit card with a chip, the payment terminal will process it without asking for a PIN. They will just insert the card and it will process as a standard credit card. The next method I'll show is manual entry. This is useful for phone orders or if the card's chip and mag stripe are both damaged. After the sale, instead of pressing complete, click Payment. Click Manual Entry. Enter the payment amount or click Pay Ticket Balance. The clerk then clicks Ticket Complete. Now, on the payment terminal, the customer is prompted to enter the credit card number. After entering the credit card number, the customer will be prompted with the expiration date. After entering the date, the payment terminal will complete the credit card sale. A final note: the chip on the card can actually change what will be displayed on the Ingenico payment terminal. Some cards, for example, may ask for the language, English or Spanish. This is outside the control of CounterPoint and is actually part of the chip in the card. At the end of the sale, instead of clicking Complete, you can hit the Payment button. You can now click the payment type. This could be cash, check, or charge. Keep in mind, if you select a charge payment, the type of payment you select is ignored. For example, if you click MasterCard, but then the customer inserts a Visa, the Visa will be the pay type used in CounterPoint. In this example, I'll click MasterCard. At this point, the customer inserts his Visa card. As you can see, even though I clicked MasterCard for the payment, Visa was selected. The same thing will happen if you swipe a card. It ignores the payment type you select and will use the proper credit card. And the sale is complete. During credit card processing, the customer may hit the Cancel button on the payment terminal. At this point, if the customer presses the Cancel key, it will interrupt the credit card process. After the customer presses Cancel, the clerk has the option of printing a receipt showing the failed transaction. On the payment terminal, the customer will see the total for the sale. If the clerk has a manual voice authorization, he can enter it at this time or hit Cancel. If Cancel is selected, CounterPoint informs you that this will delete the payment line, and then the customer can enter a different or the same credit card, or a different form of payment. You are then brought back to the ticket entry screen. From here, you can start the payment process again using cash, check, or charge, or cancel the sale entirely. This demo has shown the most common screens and actions you might take. It has not shown every possible scenario. There are simply too many places where the customer or the clerk could interrupt or cancel the sale. But this does give you a good overview of EMV transactions and should answer most of your questions.